Hello, my wonderful friends. Welcome back to Gain Insight. I am your host, Sonia, and I am truly, truly happy to spend this time with you today. Today is a very special episode. We are going to go deeper than ever before. We are not just talking about English. We are talking about the human spirit. We are talking about the long journey of growth. This is a masterclass on staying motivated when the path is long and the mountain is high. As always, I will speak slowly and clearly. I will use simple words so your brain can relax and absorb the English naturally. You can listen while you walk, while you cook, or while you rest. Are you ready? Let's take a slow, deep breath together. Breathe in peace and breathe out all your stress. Let's begin. Part 1. The Mountain and the Mist. Learning a language is like walking up a beautiful, giant mountain. Some days, the sun is shining, you feel fast and strong. You learn 10 new words, you understand a whole video, and you feel like a champion. But other days, there is a thick gray mist. You feel lost. You forget words you knew yesterday. You think, am I even moving? Is my brain broken? I want to tell you a secret. The mist is normal. Progress in English is not a straight line. It looks more like a heartbeat. Up and down, up and down. If you feel slow today, you are not failing. You are just at a resting point on the mountain. You don't need to be a genius to speak English. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. A small step every day, even just 5 minutes, is better than a giant leap once a month. You are climbing. Don't look at the top of the mountain. Just look at your next step. Part 2. The Science of Small Wins. Why do we stop learning? Often, it is because we only look at the big goal. We want to be fluent. But fluent is a very big word. It feels far away. It feels impossible. To stay motivated, you must focus on small wins. Did you learn how to say hello in a new way? That is a win. Did you understand one sentence in a song? That is a win. Did you finish this section of the podcast? That is a huge win. When you celebrate small things, your brain releases a chemical called dopamine. This is the feel-good chemical. It tells your brain, this is fun, let's do it again. So do not wait for a perfect test score. Smile every time you use a new word. Those small smiles will carry you all the way to the top. Part 3. The 3 Keys to Staying Strong. Now. How do we keep going when we want to quit? I have 3 keys for you. Key number 1. Find your why. Why are you here? Is it for a better job? To travel to a new country? Or maybe you want to make friends from around the world? When you are tired, your why is your energy. Write it on a piece of paper. Keep it in your pocket. Look at it when the mist is thick. Key number 2, the 5-minute rule. If you feel lazy, tell yourself, I will only practice for 5 minutes. Just 5. Usually, the hardest part of learning is just opening the book. Once you start, the brain wakes up. Small bits of English every day create massive results over time. Key number 3, be your own best friend. We are often very mean to ourselves. We say, my English is terrible, or I am too slow. Stop. Talk to yourself like a friend. Say, I am learning a difficult skill, and I am doing a great job. Kindness is the best motivation. Part 4. The Psychology of Silent Growth. Have you ever planted a seed in the ground? For many days, you see nothing. You water the dirt, you wait, but there is no green leaf. Does that mean nothing is happening? No. Under the ground, the roots are growing. They are getting strong. They are preparing to break through the surface. Learning English has a silent phase. You are listening to podcasts. You are reading. You are practicing. But when you try to speak, it still feels difficult. You think, I am not improving. But you are. Your brain is building roots. It is connecting new neurons. It is organizing the sounds of the language. This silent growth is the most important part. One day, you will open your mouth and the words will come out easier than before. Trust the roots. Trust the process. Part 5. Facing the fear of mistakes. Let's talk about something that stops many learners. Fear. Are you afraid to speak because you might make a mistake? Listen to me carefully. Mistakes are the evidence of growth. If you aren't making mistakes, you aren't trying anything new. When a baby learns to walk, they fall down many times. We don't say the baby is bad at walking. We say the baby is learning. You are exactly the same. Every time you say a word wrong, your brain learns how to say it right next time. Be brave. Be messy. Speak with mistakes. It is the only way to reach the finish line. People don't care if your grammar is perfect. They care about what you have to say. Part 6. Creating your English world. You don't need to live in New York or London to learn English. You can bring English to your home. Change the language on your phone to English. Listen to English music while you clean. Talk to your cat or dog in English. Narrate your life. Now I am making tea. Now I am opening the window. When you surround yourself with the language, it becomes normal. It stops being a lesson and starts being a part of your life. The more normal English feels, the less motivation you need. It just becomes who you are. Part 7. The power of curiosity. Instead of thinking of English as a subject you must study, think of it as a playground. Be curious. If you like cooking, watch a cooking video in English. If you like video games, play them in English. If you like history, read about it in English. When you use English to learn about things you already love, the motivation comes naturally. You aren't studying anymore, you are just living your life in a new language. This is the fastest way to learn without feeling tired. Part 8. The vision of your future self. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself 1 year from today. Imagine you can speak English comfortably. You can understand movies. You can help a tourist in your city. You can apply for that dream job. How does that version of you feel? Happy? Proud? Free? That person is waiting for you. Every time you practice, you are building that person. You are the architect of your own future. Don't let today's tiredness stop you from becoming who you want to be tomorrow. Part 9. A key to the whole world. Why does all this effort matter? Because English is more than just grammar. It is a key. There are over 1.5 billion people out there waiting to talk to you. Whether you are in Pakistan, Brazil, Vietnam, or Spain, English is the bridge that connects us. When you learn English, you are opening a door to the entire planet. You can share your culture, learn about others, and find new opportunities that didn't exist before. It takes courage to learn a language. You are being brave every time you press play. Part 10. The journey never ends, and that's okay. Even native speakers are still learning. I am still learning new words. Language is a living thing. You don't finish English, you grow with it. This is why we must learn to enjoy the walk, not just the destination. Find a podcast you love. Find a teacher who makes you smile. Make English a friend you visit every day. If you are listening to this, you have already done more than most people. You have taken action. You have stayed focused. That shows strength of character. Part 11. The story of Leo and the silver key. Now, my friends, I want to tell you a story. It is a story about a young man named Leo. Leo lived in a small, quiet village. He was a hard worker, but he always felt like something was missing. One day, Leo found an old silver key in his grandfather's attic. But there was a problem. Leo did not know which door the key opened. He traveled to the big city asking everyone, "Do you know what this key opens?" But the people in the city spoke a different language. They looked at Leo and spoke quickly. Leo felt frustrated. He felt small. He thought, "I will never find the door. I should just go home." But then Leo met an old woman named Clara. Clara spoke a little bit of Leo's language and a little bit of the city's language. She told him, "Leo, the key is not for a door made of wood. The key is for a door made of words. Leo realized that the silver key was his desire to communicate. He began to learn the language of the city, one word at a time. It was hard. He made many mistakes. People laughed at his accent. But every day he learned a new word. 1 year later, Leo didn't just find a door. He found a whole new world. He found friends, he found a job he loved, and he realized that the key was inside him all along. My friends, English is your silver key. It might feel heavy right now. You might not know which door it opens yet. But if you keep polishing it, if you keep carrying it with you, it will open a world you cannot even imagine today. Part 12, the daily dialogue. Now let's do something different. Let's practice together. I'm going to say a short dialogue. First, I will say the whole thing. Then, I will say one sentence and wait for you to repeat it out loud. Don't be shy. Even if you are on a bus or in a room with people, you can whisper. Meeting a friend in a cafe.
Hi there. It's been a long time. How have you been? I've been great, thanks. I've been practicing my English every day. That's amazing. Is it difficult? Sometimes, but I am enjoying the journey.
Now it is your turn. Repeat after me. Hi there. It's been a long time. How have you been? I've been great, thanks. I've been practicing my English every day. That's amazing. Is it difficult? Sometimes, but I am enjoying the journey. Excellent! You just spoke English for a full minute. Feel that? That is progress. Part 13. The gratitude method. As we continue our long session today, I want to talk about gratitude. Often, we are angry at our brains. We say, "Why can't I remember this word?" But take a moment to thank your brain. Your brain is amazing. It is managing your heartbeat, your breathing, your memories, and now it is learning a whole new system of sounds and symbols. Every night before you sleep, say one thing you are grateful for in English. I am grateful for this tea. I am grateful for my family. I am grateful for this podcast. When you connect English to feelings of gratitude, the language moves from your head to your heart. When English is in your heart, you never lose motivation. Part 14, Deep Listening, the Sound of the World. In this part, I want you to close your eyes. I'm going to describe a scene. I want you to try and see it in your mind. Don't worry about every word. Just feel the picture. Imagine you're standing on a beach. The sand is warm beneath your feet. You can hear the blue waves hitting the shore. The sun is setting, and the sky is a beautiful mix of orange, pink, and purple. You feel a cool breeze on your face. You are at peace. You are happy. You are exactly where you need to be. This is the power of language. With just a few words, I can take you to a beach across the world. When you learn English, you get the power to travel anywhere just by listening. Part 15. The final message of hope. We have spent a long time together today. If you are still listening, you have a very strong mind. You have the discipline of a true student. I want you to remember this. The world needs your voice. The world needs to hear your stories, your ideas, and your heart. Do not let a language barrier stop you. English is just a tool. You are the craftsman. There will be days when you want to cry. There will be days when you want to delete every English app on your phone. On those days, come back to this video. Listen to my voice. Remember that Sam is here, and Sam believes in you. You are not just a student. You are a communicator. You are a bridge builder. You are a world changer. Thank you for staying with me for this entire journey. You have done something incredible today. You have immersed yourself in English for a long time, and your brain is now stronger because of it. I am Sonia, and this is Gain Insight. Please, be kind to yourself today. Drink some water, take a walk, And be proud. I will be here for you in the next episode. Until then, keep dreaming, keep growing, and keep speaking.